playoffs at Wembley, the final four. Sheffield Steelers take on Nottingham Panthers in the second semi-final. That's in Sunday Grandstand tomorrow. This afternoon, though, it's the favourites, Cardiff Devils, the league champions and the playoff winners of last year, against Fife Flyers. That's the match we've got for you now. Our commentary team at Wembley, Paul Ferguson and Barry Davis.
Having skated away with the league title by a margin of 18 points, Cardiff Devils look for their second consecutive league and championship double. Their attacking line of their starting six were just short of 250 goals between them, and that in spite of the fact that Ian Cooper missed the first 10 games of the league campaign. On defence, Stephen Cooper and Doug McEwen will be vital for Britain in the coming World Championships. They've been beaten just once, Cardiff, and it was by this team in their last 35 league and playoff games. Fife Flyers, on their day, good enough to beat anyone, in the end though finishing third in the league competition. Their starting lineup includes the Ice Hockey Writers Player of the Year, Doug Smale, the first man to step directly from the National Hockey League in North America into the British League, where his class has been clear. He's joined in the attacking line by Stephen King and Mark Morrison, with Reid and Kumu on defence. The referee for this first semi-final is George Nicholson from Ayr, and he's assisted by David Stevenson and George Young from Hull and Whitley, respectively, his two linesmen. The holders of the championship attacking the goal to our right. Fife Flyers, the first action down at their end with their netminder Bernie McCrone, Britain's #1. Played for Murrayfield last year, having been brought in because of injuries in the semi-final, and conceded 9, while his team that day failed to score. Key player for Fife Flyers, Paul.
Fife have to settle early. They only have half a dozen players who played in... They score! Well, they haven't settled yet, Barry.
Oh, really, what a gift goal. Straight from the face-off.
Well, I was about to say, Barry, that the key is for Fife to settle, because they're going to have a nerve-wracking time out there. That goal was put in by a Fife Flyer. Let's look at it again. Looks like number 24, Kumu, got a stick to it. Ruggles was chasing. Again, from a different angle, McCrone with the stick up and the legs apart. And the goal in a handful of seconds puts Cardiff in the lead.
And it's a record that Fife won't want to remember. That is the fastest goal ever in the playoffs at Wembley. 10 seconds only on the clock. Ruggles is credited with the goal as the last Cardiff player to play the puck. Cardiff looking for the breakout with Chin. Won then by McEwen. Another who's had an excellent season. They've got a man in front, Nicky Chin. Excellent save by Bernie McCrone. Second shot didn't reach him. He'll feel better now. He's actually made a save, Bernie McCrone.
That was a key save, Barry. He'll settle down now, as you said. That's very important for him.
That shot was from Robertson, from way out. No problem for Jason Wood. And McEwen just dumps it in. As Cardiff change their line, back comes the Ruggles, Cooper, Brabant line. First touch there briefly for Doug Smale in a positive form. He's number 9 now in the centre, but it's Cardiff in possession. In the neutral zone, now into the attacking zone. Brabant loses out. That's well played. Can he finish it? He can! Mark Morrison ties it at 1. Very, very important goal. And a lovely bit of skating. And it makes it clear that if Cardiff felt they were in for an easy afternoon, it's all changed now.
Look at the speed here. Morrison goes in, finds the 5-hole between the pads. Again, Wood going down, not closing down the area between the two pads as he slides to his left, and that levels the score.
Lato just got a stick in. Reid couldn't get back. Not sure where it is yet. Now they're in possession. Doug Smale It wasn't a quality pass, and Ruggles and Smale showing a dislike to each other, and the sticks are up this time. And the moment the stick is raised, surely the referee's going to take some action.
Well, he's already taken some action. It's elbowing is the call, as Ruggles still has words with Smale out there. Nicholson wants Ruggles to sit for 2 minutes.
Here's Kumu. Looks a very relaxed character. Might have been just a bit too relaxed at the start. But that's over and done with now. And this penalty looks like to be over and done with. In fact, there's a chance of a break here. Oh dear, got his ankle all wrong then, Bernie McCrone. And Ian Cooper scores a short-handed goal. But Bernie McCrone left a huge gap on his left side.
You're absolutely right, Barry. Cooper goes down. Watch the goaltender. Look at the gap on the short side. That's the right side as you look at the net. You could have put a beach ball through there. Way out of position. This is a routine save. And that's number 2 for Cardiff.
Some shouts of let's go, but frankly, really isn't off the starting blocks yet, this match. I know we've had 3 goals. Robertson trying to get away. Brown, close to being offside, but not called. Smith waits. Plenty of options here. Lato wide on the near side. Comes Derek King, and Cardiff survive. Chin, the carrier, and McEwen steals it, goes in and scores. Nicky Chin had lost the puck, but while others were looking for it, Doug McEwen knew where it had gone and used it to some purpose.
GB star Doug McEwen makes something out of nothing. Watch how far this puck is forward. He tucks it right back in. The goaltender, again, going down when I didn't think he needed to. Should have stayed up, got the stick out, maybe a little poke check. Easy to say from up here, but McEwen coming in from a sharp angle, slightly off balance, puts it along the ice. Where was the stick?
3-1, 8:54 remaining in the opening period.
11 minutes, 6 seconds. Scored by
Doug McEwen travelled for quite a long time then on one skate. Really reaching for the puck, kept his balance amazingly well. Here's Brabant, waits and scores another. He waited for defenseman and netminder to go down. Cardiff taking their chances well, but you have to say that Fylers are giving away so many sloppy goals in this opening period.
Coach Jim Lynch said that he wasn't going to panic in the first period. He was going to play some casual build-up hockey, gradual build-up hockey, but they really are too casual out there. Some interference from Ruggles in front of the net, but look at Brabant shaking off Reed, brings it in front, takes his time. Again, the goaltender going down. Ruggles goes over top. The opening is there. That's in the back of the net.
Yeah. 2 men down. They were both Fife players. 2 men standing up. They were both Cardiff players. It's 4-1. Knocked down. Smale up again. He hasn't been able to make his presence felt at all yet. Disappointing for Goodhouse again. Here he is. Good change of pace. Nice to you. Well, it should have been taken by Stephen King. Instead, it's Cardiff again with Brabant. Stephen Cooper ahead of his brother. Alistair Reid. Away comes Morrison. Fires it into the corner. Smale won't get his stick down on that because Ian Cooper was hanging on to it. Brown scores! Well, just when they think the horns are pointing skywards, back come Fife.
Bobby Brown got in there quickly. Smale along the boards, gets a tip. Brown, a one-timer, keeps it along the ice. And Jason Wood can only pick it out of the back of the net. Out front, the one-timer, low and in the back.
And I tell you what, Smale showed all his experience then to get his stick away from the hold of Cooper. And Brown liked the score, 4-2. Chin and Lato, taken away by Ian Robertson, the captain. Was in the Fife side, which lost in the '88 final. Or was it '89? I'm looking at our stats man. I've got to think it might have been '89. Robertson.
We have a penalty coming up against Cardiff. Cross-checking is the call. Some rough stuff down in the corner with John Lawless, who's out on the ice. He is not happy with George Nicholson. Lawless sits for 2 now for cross-checking. And so the Fife Flyers will have the man advantage for the next 2 minutes.
And John Lawless, I think that's the first time he's been on the ice, and he didn't stay there too long. Now, Stephen King has got to watch it. We've got a 3-on-1 break here. Ruggles scores. They've done it for the second time. A short-handed goal for Cardiff.
Fife Flyers really getting caught out of position on this one. They didn't have a defenseman back at the blue line. Brabant set up Ruggles, and he took his chance nicely. At the other end of the rink, it was all Fife in one corner, no one back on the right side of the rink, and that's the result.
3-goal advantage again, 6:03 left in the opener. Stephen Cooper. Brabant. The space down that left side. Comes into the centre ice, takes them all on. Was going quite well until he had his stick hooked. Hope. Ian Cooper looks to get it across to Ruggles, who's flattened a little late by Stephen King. Just tested the glass, no more. George Nicholson in to sort things out.
Another penalty coming up. Interference. Correction, slashing. Fife with Lato in the box now.
Fife Flyers penalty. Number 16 for Lato. 2 minutes for
Looking number 1 at the moment.
Time of the penalty is 17 minutes.
Linesman having to get out of the way. Stephen Cooper winds up. Don't think that'll stand because there's a player not only in the crease but in the back of the net with the Cardiff strip on, and it was actually Ian Cooper.
Nicholson quick to react and wave off that goal. A lot of traffic right in the crease. Big shot from Cooper way back of the blue. Look at the time he has back there. Tees it up again, keeps it low. Player in the crease, net coming off its moorings.
I think it might just be that Ian Cooper will owe his brother at least a half for being in the way, but that wasn't a bad shot. But the amount of time is indicative, really, of the amount of time that Cardiff have often been given in the defensive end of Fife. Brabant, they've got 2 in front. Ruggles and Ian Cooper. Batted away by McCrone. Oh, it's a real chance now for Smale. Oh, for heaven's sake, I don't know. It's not. He didn't really have hold of it then, but it.
The referee was on the far side of the rink and he lost sight of it, but Doug Smale, with all that NHL experience, fans on this. He lets, so you can see the puck is bobbling, goes right over the stick. He gets a swipe at it, but really no steam on it, and Wood comes up with a save. But look at this. Oh, right over the top, and he fans on it, takes a swipe, but Woods, he comes up with it.
Yes, you've got to say, it really hit the most awful route to come up like that. And that was from a man who holds the record of short-handed goals in the league, Doug Smale, done it 11 times. Here's Brabant. Out in front. Oh, and the follow-up from Ian Cooper. Nobody got it away. The kick was out in front. And I take nothing away from Cardiff, Paul, but they really have been the recipients of some very comfortable goals.
Right now they're hungrier, and it's showing. These guys are going in after everything. Brabant goes in, takes the backhand shot. No one there to pick up Cooper. He's free. A lot of time to pick up this rebound. And I'd say another relatively soft goal. Power play goal.
66, Ian Cooper.
Power play goal. Ian Cooper, 2 goals and 1 assist. 3 points already in this opening period, which is really has set the match up for Cardiff. Smith looking to see if there's anybody he can get hold of. Comes down to Brown. Chase back. Lato. Boy switched. Derek King. That's a bad clearance, and it's well punished by Ian Robertson. Really did strike that quite beautifully.
Excellent shot by the captain.
Five Flyers go.
Jason Wood, well out of his net here. You can see he tried to block that. He's out of position. Robertson sees that. Is Wood set to get this one? I doubt it very much. Wood goes out behind the goal to stop it from going around. That's batted away. Breakdown in communication. Woodsy really isn't set to get that one, but it's a great shot by number 20, Ian Robertson.
Seconds left of the first period. So it's going to finish up with 9 goals scored. 6-3 to Cardiff Devils' advantage. And for the record, 9 goals is the highest total in any game here at Wembley, semi-final or final, during the course of one 20-minute period. Cardiff Devils, this is their 15th game. The previous 14, they're unbeaten in playoff games over 2 seasons. Fife coming out from their end, comfortably collected. It's Ian Cooper. And we're going to get an early penalty.
Less than a minute gone on the period, and Ruggles goes to the bench. Nicholson standing just a few feet away from Hilton Ruggles.
The door's open too, Paul, for Ruggles to make his way in, and the Fife man to make his way in too. They've called 2 off. The other is Kumu.
Hilton Ruggles.
The first period we had a goal in 10 seconds. In the second we have the first penalties in 27 seconds. And that wasn't a bad stop there, and he had to dig it out again, Bernie McCrone. Stephen Cooper. Stick down into the corner. Nicholson having a good look at Rick Brabant. He's involved in that tussle. Out comes Gordon Lato. It's loose in front, Reed. Well, a fairly fortunate bounce. Oh, and it's come back and gone in. What an extraordinary goal. Well, we've seen some strange goals in this semi-final already, but that takes the biscuit. Came back off the boards and then back off between the netminder and his left-hand post. Morrison gets the congratulations.
Reed gets the shot. Watch the rebound. Wood got a piece of it. It comes back. And Morrison went in with the stick and looks to have got the touch. Again, Reed gets a big shot. Wood gets a piece of it. It bounces out, and a chop at the last moment, and that flies over the shoulder. Goal for Fife.
It's just Hilton Ruggles trying to waltz his way right through. Twist and turn, a bit of push and shove on the boards. Picked up by Rick Brabant. Ruggles waits in front. Shot from distance. Oh, and knocked in as it came back on the boards. And it's not going to be allowed. George Nicholson says no.
Brabant says yes, but Nicholson is indicating that it was tipped in with a high stick.
No goal.
Well, I must say, interesting to see how high the stick is. It comes back off the boards again awfully sharply, like one did at the other end.
Shannon Hope lets a rocket go. That bounces up. That's not a very high stick at all. It bounces over the top of the net, hits the crossbar. Brabant has his stick up lower than his armpits. To me, that looked like a good goal.
Another power play. 1 out of 2 successful for Cardiff. Smale gets back to try and intercept the pass. It reaches Brabant. Smale goes to chase him. Sticks are a little bit high. And the challenge there is by Lato. And the play allowed to run. And Stephen Cooper scores on the power play.
Lovely shot from Stephen Cooper. He came in from the blue line and a one-timer. Brabant, excellent vision. Finds Ruggles, who gives it to Cooper, who puts it upstairs in the attic. Power play goal, that's the second one for the Devils. From our camera behind the net, watch Cooper come in. The big defenseman finds the opening upstairs.
And it should be said that Bernie McCrone, no chance for number 7 to beat him.
Time now for the third period of this first semi-final.
Well, in the league meetings between these two during the course of this current season, each had 2 victories apiece. But over the years, Fife have won only 3 times, and they're not going to win again if they allow an early strike like that. Suddenly there's a 4-goal deficit again.
Big Hilton Ruggles powering in. Look at the force, shoving off the defender with a free hand. The shot, the goaltender goes down, and he somehow finds that far corner just inside the post. Again, the stick not properly positioned. The goaltender out of position again.
And the record goes again. 6 seconds in the period. Ruggles 3 goals, 2 assists. Brabant 1 goal, 4 assists. And it would take some performance from Fife to come back from that. 3 times in 17 league and playoff games, I was saying as the puck went into the net. 2 of them this season, there's not likely to be a third. And we shall see. Here's Ian Cooper. Stephen Cooper, stolen by Doug Smale. Not kept in. Brabant. Almost given back to him by McCrone. That's a good catch. And then having dropped it, he smothered it.
McCrone coming out of his net ever so slightly to cut down the angle and make the save, but as you said, he came out to clear the puck and shot it right at the player and almost put it on a stick for an open shot on net.
Second time in the match has been a 4-goal gap. Cardiff led at 6-2. They now lead at 8-4. 6-2 was at 17:51 of the second period. Paul Heavey. He said that was the 17:51 of the second period. It was, of course, at the first period when we had 9 goals. Second period, only 2, and the quality of ice hockey was certainly better. Too many goals in the semi-final have come from mistakes. Far too many. Brown couldn't turn quickly enough. Into the corner a little bit with Paul Heavey. But nothing ensued. Here's Nicky Chin. Still with Chin. McEwen waits in front. Chin has it on the end of a piece of string, it seems. He's back with him again, but no longer. Derek King hands over to Robertson. Brown is waiting forward. Smith just jumps it in. And an offside call. Cardiff with 15 of last year's winning squad. I would think the bugler and everybody else will be keeping his puff a little bit for the morrow. Back to the old system of 2 semi-finals on the Saturday. The advantage usually has been with the side playing first. That almost squeezed through. Ruggles tries again. Here's Kumu. Almost a good pass, good play by Stephen Cooper. Doug Smale. We've seen snatches of his quality. King. And we've seen snatches of Morrison's quality. But defensively there have been too many errors. Derek King. Kumu made a good forward move on this side, but wasn't used.
Kumu was wide open when Stephen King had the puck, and he, as you say, he wasn't used. Kumu was right in front of the net all alone.
He's taking a ride off Ian Cooper, gets the puck. Change of line by Fife. This is a solo performance here by Robertson. Now support from Kumu, and he gets a deflection, and Fife have scored.
Bobby Brown celebrates as Wood moved across the net. That took a deflection and changed direction. Watch the shot here. Kumu lets it go. Does that go off? Wood skates into the back of the net. Perhaps partially screened. Kumu lets it go. Wood moves slowly across.
Assist number 20, Ian Robertson, and number 24, Brian Kumu. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 10
So
seconds.
Brown with the touch from Robertson's shot. And it's back to 3 goals, but still a lot for Fife to do.
The holders of these.
Chin and King in the box for roughing. A little over 8 minutes left. Sharp from the referee, Hilton Ruggles, because he thought he was going to do a bit of hooking. In fact, he took the puck away absolutely cleanly.
Great steal there by Hilton Ruggles, playing some good two-way hockey.
Ruggles again, gives it, goes, Kumu across, and those two decide not to meet on this occasion. Ruggles pulls out and says, all right, I need a rest. Kumu trying to set it up with Smale. Hope got his stick there. Hope again. 4-play-4 out there. And the Cardiff 4 finding life reasonably comfortable. Brabant had success with Durham in his first season with Cardiff. Started a little slowly, Rick Brabant. Once he found his touch, it's been a really good line with Ruggles and Ian Cooper. And Ian Cooper with him at the moment. Just the side down to 1 man short. But he's just a skate around. 30 seconds left on the penalties. But frankly, I think both sides know what the result's going to be here. The match is being played like that. Unbelievable. All around the crease.
Well, if I was Jim Lynch, I'd say start shooting more from a distance. I said that before. They're trying to take the puck right through the back of the net.
Schmale.
Both teams back to full strength.
Given away to Stephen King. Not sure what he was trying to do with it. Comes a shot on goal for Bernie McCrone. Being the busier of the two netminders. By McEwen. Hope. Icing called.
A word of advice for those of you coming in by car for the final tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. As you probably know, there's a football match at the stadium. There will be severe...
Bernie McCrone, his second season with Fife after leaving Ayr. But because he guessed it for Murrayfield a year ago, it's his second semi-final defeat in succession, and the second time at the hands of Cardiff Devils.
Are in danger of being towed away. So do be very careful when you park your car tomorrow afternoon.
Shots on McCrone's goal, 37. On Jason Wood's goal, 20. That's the total with 5 minutes and 29 seconds left. This is Carson. Lee Carson, 19-year-old local boy at Cardiff. Went to watch them when he was 12 years old and decided this was a sport he wanted to play, and now finds himself a member of the side. Picked up by Kumu. Wood holds on.
Fife still have time to get back into this game. They have to start believing in themselves. They have to start hitting a little more, and they have to start shooting more. They're waiting for that perfect shot, the one you see on television at the National Hockey League. But it's not going to come, so just pepper the net, wait for the rebounds, the deflection. It could happen.
Clock will restart at 5:06. A bit surprising that after they had that really good spell, they didn't just go all out. They seemed to lose the initiative, which they'd certainly gained. The supporters were feeling it. Nothing really came of it. Just the one goal got them back to a 3-goal deficit. Didn't seem to have quite believed since then that it was on.
I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be interested to know that this afternoon's raffle has raised a magnificent sum of £1,300, which is all going towards junior development. Thank you very much for your support. You can buy some more tickets.
Fife are going to have to settle for the fact, I think, that they've got their names on the Scottish Cup again, beat their great rivals Murrayfield. Had a good season in the league. It would have been closer, but for a poor month of January. Robertson, their captain, former Young Player of the Year. Schmale thought he was going to get through on that side, didn't. Again, it's just being pushed around in the neutral zone. Everybody getting involved, including the referee, who sits it out, almost gets a stick in the forehead. 4 minutes left.
Fife have definitely lost their way here.
And that's a commentary cue for a goal, Paul. Didn't come.
It usually is, but you can see when they break, they're not breaking as a unit. There's no confidence in their play, and they're giving up the puck too many times. If you're trailing by 3, you try to hang on to that puck, wait for the shots, take the shots, and then go in after it. But they're not hungry. They haven't been hungry for the entire game.
Here's Rick Brabant, who always is. Alistair Reid with him. He got an elbow in the face too. And it's going to be called. They get younger and younger, the supporters at Wembley.
Well, this definitely won't help their chances. Elbowing the call. And Fife.
Flyers penalty. Number 11, Stephen Lynch. 2 minutes for elbows. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 42 seconds.
Fife with the man in the
That's
box.
a 2-minute elbowing penalty. Number 11 of the Flyers, Stephen Lynch, at 16:42.
And the man who's gone in the box is Stephen Lynch, who is the stepson of the coach.
Attendance this afternoon, 1,000 up on last year at 7,909. Thank you for your support.
Morrison, Schmale, Heavey, sudden increase in pace again. Under 3 minutes left. Schmale, oh, that's a good pass. Morrison, is anybody up to help him? Morrison tries for the wraparound, taken out by McEwen, who's given another hugely consistent performance, enlivened by moments of sheer virtuosity. Stone, Chin, wide, the far angle. But at least there's a bit of skating going on in the final 3 minutes. We went through a spell of, what, 6 or 7 minutes when absolutely nothing happened at all. Chin, McEwen, Ruggles. Chin. Just away from Stone in time. Smith couldn't take it with him. And offside call. Plenty of devil mascots. Hope, Cooper.
2 minutes remaining.
Rabat was half held by Robertson. Skating in fast on the other side. Good save. Stephen Cooper, who went in.
Nice move from Stephen Cooper to break down the left side and cut in on goal. McCrone got the glove out, moving like a forward. The big defenseman comes in. Alistair Reid tries to get the hook down. There's the glove hand just to grab that at the last moment.
Cooper, shall we say, disappointed. Good save by Bernie McCrone. Hope, Hilton Ruggles. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty. And Cooper makes it this time, Stephen Cooper. Step forward, one pace, second pace, plump.
That's Cooper's second power play goal of the game. He could have baked a cake back there. Everyone was camped out in front. Lots of traffic in front of Bernie McCrone. Watch this, right from the top of the circle. He moves in, no one comes to get him. And let's go, a big shot. And that makes an impression in the back of the net. This is how McCrone sees it. Ruggles is out front, everyone camped in front. A lot of time for Cooper to set it up and drive it in the back of the net.
And number 93, Rick Rabat. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 20 seconds. Scored by 55, Stephen Cooper.
1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. No one surely in any doubt now about which team is going through to the final. Double assist given on that goal. Hope and Rabat.
John Lawless has put the kids out now for Cardiff.
Yeah, he has indeed. He's got young Francis on. Good to see. Neil Francis, who's only 18. Gareth Owen is on as well, who's only 17. And there was young Townsend, number 12, another 17-year-old, made his debut last season, but this is his first Wembley. And Simon Keating, too, given the chance, wearing number 27. He's 18. So a few moving up from the Satans, the junior side down at Cardiff, who've also won their competition. And the senior side, the Devils, giving themselves a chance of a second consecutive double and moving through to the final of the Wembley Championship. Francis getting in a bit of a battle, having his stick held. Oh dear, I must say Kumu doesn't endear himself with actions like that. Cardiff survive. Townsend comes away to Francis, and he's not frightened of Kumu. They almost set up a nice chance. Good play by the kids. Not so much a kid line as a kid total. Here's Kumu, saved by Wood, well done. But I tell you what, sometimes justice can come, because Kumu, a very experienced player, was hanging on to Francis' stick a minute ago, and the kid just couldn't get it away, and maybe he got his just desserts because he didn't take the chance for the goal.
Fife almost coming up with a goal there. Morrison and Lynch working well together. Wood moves nicely across, stacks the pads, and gets the glove out there along with the pad. The net is knocked off its moorings, and eventually the whistle blows.
And look who it is that gets back to Kumu here. It's young Francis. He gets a bash in the face for his pains, but he helps his netminder. "27 seconds for the kids of Cardiff. The seniors having done the job. Francis wants it again and gets it. That's not a bad pass to Townsend. Taken away by Morrison, who's had a good match. 10 seconds left. Being counted down, the shot is wide, and the youngsters will be pleased that during their spell on the ice, they conceded nothing, and indeed built a couple of good attacks at the other end. But there hasn't been any doubt for a very long time that it would be the Cardiff Devils, the more usual names among them, the Hopes and Brabants and the Ruggles of this world, who have taken the side through, led by Paul Heavey there, the captain, into the final by a score of 9-5 over the Fife Flyers.